What the f? And we are back. Drone in the air and motherfucking orbs in the fucking distance. What the f? New York City, the Bronx.
It looks like a ball with individual lights within that ball. With all these drone sightings, just want to understand what's going on.
What am I looking at right now?
Have you ever gazed at the night sky and felt that inexplicable wonder, maybe a spark of hope that we're not alone? Lately, the internet has been ablaze with videos and photos of strange lights darting across American skies. Some witnesses swear they're alien spacecraft. Others see them as top-secret military tests. But there's an even more provocative theory lurking in the shadows, one that challenges how much we can trust our own government. What if these bizarre sightings are deliberately planned by the US government? Not just for secrecy's sake, but as a social experiment to gauge our reactions to unimaginable threats. Think of an alien invasion, or even the horror of all-out nuclear war. And here's the kicker, it's possible the government already has extensive knowledge, maybe even confirmation, of something huge on the horizon. By staging these UFO events, they might be conditioning us, step by step, to face the real deal when it finally surfaces. Throughout this video, we'll explore compelling reports, conflicting theories, and some undeniably startling questions. If the government truly knew about impending cosmic or catastrophic dangers, would they share it with us? Are we the unwitting subjects of a grand rehearsal for an apocalypse no one is ready to confront? Grab a seat, because this journey cuts to the very core of what we believe about power, secrecy, and our place in the universe. Over the past year, witness accounts of unidentified flying objects have skyrocketed. Social media platforms are flooded with shaky phone videos depicting erratic lights or bizarre shapes hovering in the sky. While sensational headlines draw massive attention, official channels have remained conspicuously silent or dismissive. That in itself raises eyebrows. One puzzle is the apparent lack of urgency from authorities. If we're seeing potential alien craft, you'd expect a military scramble akin to something out of a sci-fi movie. Yet, time and again, the response seems tepid. This mismatch kindles suspicion. Could the government's calm demeanor stem from already knowing exactly what these crafts are? If they're running the show, secrecy makes sense. Or if they're aware these sightings pose no real threat because they're orchestrated for public consumption, staying cryptic might be part of the plan. Then comes another question: why now? Has there been a sudden technological leap? Are we witnessing unprecedented cosmic phenomena? Or are we simply seeing the product of systematic releases of evidence aimed at priming our collective psyche for something far more ominous? The most classic theory points straight to the stars. Aliens are visiting Earth. Ufologists argue that if an advanced civilization is studying us, the surge in sightings might reflect their increased interest in our rapid technological progress. Recent decades have seen exponential growth in digital and nuclear capabilities, developments that might concern or intrigue outsiders. Still, a nagging question persists. If alien civilizations have technology powerful enough to cross interstellar distances, why be so sloppy about hiding? Wouldn't they cloak themselves or remain invisible until they chose to make open contact? Unless, of course, they want to be seen. Maybe these sightings are soft disclosures, preparing us for an eventual revelation that humanity has never been alone. But there's another twist. How much does our government know? Some believe officials have already confirmed extraterrestrial presence, locked away in classified documents. If the authorities anticipate a looming cosmic event, might they leak certain clues to ensure we're not entirely unprepared for an alien arrival? The extraterrestrial hypothesis is enthralling, but it doesn't fully explain the suspiciously muted responses and the possibility that someone on Earth is pulling the strings.
The red light, and then there's a big bright light.
They're absorbing around it. I know, Ella.
Where the one?
Bro, I'm telling you, there was a shit ton of fucking lights right now lit up. It's just fucking hovering there.
Ella, it's okay.
It's gone. No, it's still there. It's still there.
It's hiding in the clouds. I'm
It is
zooming
in the
in.
clouds. That's what my brother said. In the clouds. In the clouds.
Yes, I'm zooming in, babe. I can see the saucers in my
I
zoom.
know I can see it.
You can see it, Zaid,
I
huh?
can barely see it. That's so crazy. That's cool.
Bro. Oh no! Look to your left. Look to your left. There's another one to the left. Over here in the fucking trees. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Over here, bro. Oh my god,
Baby, don't move. I'm outside the truck. Don't move. There's a shit ton. Oh my god.
If you can hear us, will you blink in and out?
If you can hear us, just bring it out, please. Wait, what did you say?
Say to the aliens in the sky, we love you, we welcome you. Oh my god, it's blinking in and out for you, Kai. Do you see that?
Another enduring angle is that these UFOs are state-of-the-art aircraft or drones operating under black budget programs. Historically, stealth jets like the F-117 Nighthawk and cutting-edge reconnaissance planes were tested under extreme secrecy for years before public disclosure. Today, the same cloak and dagger approach could be at play with revolutionary propulsion systems or drone swarms. Yet, if these are standard military tests, why not settle public anxiety by offering straightforward denials or confirmations? In many instances, strategic ambiguity is beneficial, keeping adversaries guessing and the public off balance. Perhaps fueling speculation helps them observe not just how adversaries respond, but how we, the civilian population, react. If the real aim is to test our psychological resilience, letting us believe in alien ships might be more beneficial than simply owning up to the next generation tech. Furthermore, if the government is indeed preparing for something colossal, be it extraterrestrial contact or nuclear brinkmanship, these UFO sightings might function as a kind of mass drill. After all, monitoring public sentiment about unexplainable threats could yield invaluable data for crisis management tactics down the line. Now let's address the most controversial proposition, that these sightings are a deliberately orchestrated social experiment, a way to gauge how we'd respond under conditions of extreme uncertainty or panic. Historically, clandestine tests on unwitting citizens are not unheard of, from secret chemical experiments to psychological warfare programs. If those projects happened before, why not now, but on a far larger scale? The core idea is that various factions within the government plan or at least allow these UFO narratives to circulate, seeding just enough puzzling evidence to stoke curiosity and fear. Social media, then, becomes a massive feedback loop. Every viral video, every panicked comment, and every conspiracy-laden blog post becomes data for analysts who measure our reactions, emotional thresholds, and readiness for emergency measures. But here's where it gets darker. What if the government's real intent is to prepare us for a monumental event they already see on the horizon, an alien incursion, a nuclear standoff, or some cosmic catastrophe? The logic goes that by normalizing the extraordinary and testing how society copes with frightening mysteries, authorities can refine contingency plans, shape our expectations, and even manage large-scale hysteria. This leads us to an even deeper suspicion that the US government, and possibly other major world powers, knows far more than they let on. They might have evidence pointing to an imminent cosmic event, or at least credible intelligence that something significant, be it hostile extraterrestrials or a planetary threat, could emerge in the near future. Through these orchestrated sightings, they're drip-feeding us a sense of the unknown, a creeping suspicion that all isn't what it seems. Why would they adopt such a strategy? Directly announcing, yes, We have proof of looming alien contact, or nuclear war is closer than ever could ignite global panic. Incrementally, however, by exposing us to unexplained phenomena and letting rumor mills run wild, they might be softening the shock. Wouldn't a population partially familiar with the concept of skyborne unknowns handle an alarming reveal better than one caught off guard? Moreover, the government's secrecy could extend to advanced knowledge of alien signals, partial communication, or disturbing cosmic anomalies that only top-tier intelligence agencies are privy to. If those officials suspect big news is inevitable, sowing fascination and a bit of fear early on might be the best way to maintain control when it finally breaks.
Can you hear me? Jesus loves me. Oh, you know Jesus. You know Jesus.
Let's recall the much-publicized Chinese balloon incident. The government's response was swift. A fighter jet was scrambled to intercept it. Now, compare that decisive action to the reported inertia regarding UFOs executing physics-defying maneuvers. If we're vigilant enough to down a balloon, why not tackle entities that could be far more dangerous? One interpretation is that these UFOs aren't seen as real threats because those in power already know their origins. Could it be government-led illusions, meticulously planned, so that high-profile takedowns would undermine the very purpose of the experiment? Alternatively, there might be covert responses happening behind closed doors, with no public admission in order to preserve the grand drill. Either scenario highlights a worrisome truth. If the government is so deliberate about controlling narratives, maybe they're using the balloon story to distract us from bigger, more mysterious events. In a media-saturated world, focusing on minor threats can obscure something massive brewing behind the scenes. We know governments have engaged in morally questionable tests, from the CIA's MKUltra program to nuclear experiments where soldiers were exposed to radiation. These were dismissed for years as conspiracy theories, until official declassification proved them real. So why wouldn't modern agencies continue such experimentation on an even grander scale? Could these UFO sightings be a modern update to those old tactics, but this time orchestrated to shape public perception about cosmic or nuclear dangers? By drip-feeding stories and sightings, officials might be refining tools for mass persuasion, sowing just enough confusion to ensure we're open to believing in outlandish threats, and simultaneously ready to obey if the experts say we must act. The benefit? In a genuine doomsday scenario, whether from alien aggression or a global conflict, authorities could quickly mobilize populations already primed for extremes. This line of thought is deeply unsettling. It implies that entire social media controversies might be seeded from above, that entire fields of study, like ufology, could be unwittingly working under government influence. One aspect of these stories is how fast they spread. Within minutes, a blurry UFO clip can circulate across the globe, amassing thousands of views. This immediate, crowdsourced broadcasting can be empowering. It bypasses official gatekeepers. On the other hand, it can also be exploited, the perfect medium for orchestrated misinformation. Here's a question. In a society driven by clicks and sensationalism, are we not fueling a narrative that might be feeding right into governmental data collection? Every share, every feverish debate, becomes a data point on how quickly hysteria can be whipped up. If the biggest challenge for a government planning a massive reveal, like genuine alien contact or an existential war, is preventing chaos, real-time social media responses are invaluable test runs. Our obsession with the unknown, it seems, makes us participants in a potentially staged phenomenon. If everything is planned, then each rumor or panic-laden tweet only deepens the psychological blueprint that officials can use when an authentic crisis demands immediate, uncontested compliance.
Wow, hold on. That was like unfocused. Just man goes into the clouds. That was cool.
Yeah, it was. It was like it went through a portal or something.
Right next to the moon.
We've navigated a maze of theories, real extraterrestrials, next-gen military projects, government experiments, and confronted the disturbing idea that officials may know a lot more than they're disclosing. The chilling possibility that these sightings are orchestrated to prepare us for something monumental, like alien contact, nuclear escalation, or another dire scenario, lurks in the background. So, let's end with a few biting questions. If the government truly possesses advanced knowledge of an imminent cosmic or global threat, how far would they go to keep us in the dark until the right moment? Are we unknowingly involved in a mass rehearsal, steered by those who want to test the boundaries of public fear and obedience? When it comes to genuine existential risks, alien invasions, or nuclear showdowns, would small-scale UFO sightings act as stepping stones to help us cope with future announcements? Finally, if we can't be certain whether these sightings are real or staged, how will we discern fact from fiction when the stakes are sky-high? Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, stay vigilant, question everything, including what you've heard here, and never underestimate the power of your own curiosity. If you found this exploration unsettling or enlightening, please share your thoughts below. Because in a world rife with secrecy, open dialogue may be our strongest tool for safeguarding whatever future awaits us, be it cosmic, nuclear, or something no one has yet imagined. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, comment, and share with others.